Hey, you all, decided to throw a video out there for anybody who wants to see what I do for a pulled pork recipe on a pellet smoker. I'm going to show you a quick dry rub recipe and basically show you what I do to get it prepped before I get it on a grill. There's different variations that most people use. One of the most common things is yellow mustard as a binder for your dry rub seasoning. So what I want to do is kind of show you what I do, and I'll show you what seasonings I use and kind of get it all prepped up and go from there. So you can see I applied basically just yellow mustard. Doesn't have to be any certain brand, just a typical yellow mustard. Apply it on there thick enough to where it coats the meat, not too thick that it clumps. And you want to do the whole roast, sides, back, bottom, top, everywhere, the whole thing. This is what's going to keep your seasonings bound to that meat during the cook process, so the greases and the oils from the meat don't run your dry seasonings off, and it allows those seasonings to kind of permeate the inside of that meat and get that flavor down deep with the smoke. I'll come back with you after I get the seasonings on. I use this Sweet Preacher. You can buy it at pretty much any grocery store. Typically Walmart's carry them. I kind of add a little to it. I put a chipotle powder in with it to kind of give it a little bit more heat and spice to it, but it's kind of basically your preference. Whatever sweet rub you like or whatever type of rub you like, it's going to work on this as well. I also utilize this as well to get that cherry flavor in there, and the habanero's got a little bit of an extra kick aside from the chipotle. Chipotle has a tendency to come in after the fact, basically like a late heat, so you don't realize you're eating the chipotle until after you've got it in your mouth, whereas in habanero has a tendency to bite right at the beginning. But I'll go ahead and I'll season this thing up and we'll come back. So as you can see that meat is completely covered in that seasoning. Definitely want to go abundant on your dry rub. As the more you get on there, the more flavor soaks into that meat as it's going through its cook process. When I throw it on the grill, I'll flip this over to this side on the grate side and basically season the other side as well, just to make sure it's completely 100% covered up. Anyways, we'll get back to you when we get the grill going.